Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to section 3.1 of Mrs. Quinn's geometry class. First, let's start with the definition. An angle is simply the union of two rays. So see how this ray, BA, this is ray BA right here, and we would denote that with this notation. And this right here is ray BC, and they share this endpoint B. That makes it an angle. The interior angle is this portion right here. And the exterior angle is this portion right here. Now, for example, if my interior angle was, let's say, 50 degrees, you can see that your exterior angle would be the difference between the interior and 360. So to find the exterior angle, I would subtract 50 from 360, and I would get 310 degrees. All right, let's look at the angle measure postulate. Just like each and every number in our real world number system has a unique value, every angle has a unique measure. Unique angle assumption says that given any ray, VA, and any real number R between 0 and 180, there is some unique value B that creates a new angle BVA equal to R. So that basically says if I take a ray off of another ray, that there has to be some value here between 1 and 180 degrees that that unique angle could have in each half plane. Okay? Hopefully the picture helps make that definition a little clearer. The zero angle assumption says that if VA and VB are the same ray, basically they just begin at V and continue on past A and B, then the angle between them is 0. And that makes sense. If they're the same ray, there is no angle between them, so the measure of that angle would be 0. The straight angle assumption says that if VA and VB are opposite angles, opposite rays, then the measure of their angle, when you put those two rays together, is 180 degrees. The angle addition property says if VC is in the interior here of AVB, then the measure of this angle plus the measure of this angle is going to equal the entire angle. So the measure of AVC plus CVB has to equal the entire measure of AVB. The definition of a bisector is this VC right here, or VR. If VR goes straight down the middle, it doesn't just cut it, it cuts it exactly in half. These two angles will be the same, and this becomes a bisector. That is true if and only if this ray VR is in the interior of my angle, and the measure of this angle equals the measure of this angle. All right, when you're looking at figures, there are things that you can assume and there are things that you cannot assume. Please pause the video and write down this list of things you can assume. And press play and copy down this list of things you cannot assume. And when you're done, go ahead and move on to this one problem I want you to bring into class tomorrow. Please attempt to tell me which things you can or cannot assume, and I will see you tomorrow.